Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to explore fascinating sources and pull out, the key nuggets of wisdom for you. And today, we're embarking on a really profound deep dive. It's into a unique communication, a message from a being called TenH of Maia.
That's right. Identified as a Pleiadian relative. And for anyone maybe not familiar, Pleiadians often come up in these, spiritual contexts as star beings sharing wisdom.
Right, for humanity's evolution. And this specific message, it came through the KRYON Serviço Magnético YouTube channel, and it talks about a pretty huge global transformation.
It really does. So our mission today is basically to unpack the core ideas here. We're looking at this great synchronization and something called the crystalline shift happening on Earth. We'll get into the energetic side, the physical implications described, and crucially what this shift could actually mean for you. We'll offer some practical insights pulled straight from the message itself.
Okay, so let's start there. This great synchronization, it sounds massive. The source even says something like time losing control. What's the essence of that? Is it like my calendar stops working, or is it deeper?
Definitely deeper. Although sometimes the calendar feels like it stops working anyway. But no, the message explains it beautifully, actually. It's about how our usual sense of time, past, present, future, how those are apparently converging.
Converging, how so?
It's like imagine separate threads, timelines gently weaving together into one single luminous now. And the really key thing here, it's far from accidental. It's being co-created, the source says, by our collective heart resonance. Think of it like sympathetic vibration. One tuning fork starts vibrating.
And another one nearby starts humming too.
Right, exactly. So when enough human hearts get into this coherent, loving state, the message suggests it actually shifts the planet's whole frequency. It's about moving beyond the illusion of linear time and experiencing this sort of multidimensional presence within you, where the old walls between past and future just dissolve. It's way beyond just clocks.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So if time itself is shifting, or our perception of it, what about all the old stories, the baggage we carry? The message says this convergence is dissolving the antiquated narratives. That sounds like letting go.
Precisely. Letting go of a lot. Many of these worn out stories, they aren't just from this life. They might be carried through lifetimes or even inherited stuff. And the source says they're unraveling in the light of this new dawn. So yeah, as these timelines converge, you might actually notice memories, feelings from the past kind of bubbling up.
That sounds like it could be. Well, intense. But the guidance seems quite gentle about it.
It is. It's really crucial. It says to receive them with a gentle neutrality. Understand they aren't coming back to haunt you. They're just asking to be acknowledged and then released.
Like watching clouds pass by.
Exactly. Observe these memories as if watching clouds pass through the sky. Let the light realign them, but without getting stuck in guilt or attachment. It's about consciously choosing to release the burden of self-judgment and self-criticism.
But how do you do that practically when something difficult comes up, maintaining that neutrality?
Well, the key seems to be not re-engaging with the story, the drama of it. Just acknowledge its energy. See it as an old pattern, an old imprint that just needs to be seen, finally, not relived, not judged. And this release is so important because it creates sacred space for grace to enter, which can lead to spontaneous blessings.
Spontaneous blessings, like what?
Things like relationships, finding harmony, maybe creative ideas just lighting up, new opportunities flowing in without you having to force them because you've cleared out those old limiting narratives, you see.
That's a powerful idea, a real internal clearing. But it's not just internal, is it? The message also mentions external help, cosmic forces gathering.
Yes, absolutely. It says cosmic forces are gathering to assist in your alignment with your original totality. It specifically describes great waves of solar plasma, dancing in luminous spirals, coming down through Earth's magnetic field.
Solar plasma waves. Dancing. Wow. How do those actually interact with us energetically?
Well, the message puts forward that these waves carry a pure glow from the very core of creation, and they're imprinting sacred codes of remembrance into your energetic bodies. Think of it like a cosmic download of intelligence, specifically designed to help you remember who you really are at your core.
Okay, so these energies come in carrying codes. What do they do once they're in us? The source says they're realigning you with the original blueprint of your wholeness, activating our divine blueprint.
Right, activating the divine blueprint of your complete self. It uses this beautiful imagery of golden filaments of cosmic energy reaching into every layer of your aura, gently removing the veils of forgetfulness.
Veils of forgetfulness, what exactly are those? And how might someone actually feel this blueprint activation?
Good question. The veils aren't physical, obviously. They're more like the energetic, perceptual limits that have kept us from fully knowing our higher selves, our connection to everything.
Oh.
When they thin out or dissolve, the message coming through is essentially, wake up, remember who you are,
Yeah.
and how might you feel it. The source suggests things like seeing the sacred architecture of your soul's purpose starting to reveal itself. Maybe getting glimpses of insights into your destiny, or sudden clarity about dreams you've held for ages. It's like an energetic recalibration, helping you reclaim your full divine inheritance. It should feel like coming home to yourself, really.
It's amazing how this message covers so much, from timelines to energy fields, and then it goes right into the physical body too, doesn't it? This idea of dormant crystalline chambers in our bone marrow beginning to shine and hum. That sounds very specific. Is it literal?
Yeah, it is specific, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dormant crystalline chambers in the bone marrow. It's a fascinating concept. I think it's probably best understood not as literal crystals, maybe, but as a powerful energetic metaphor.
Okay, a medical for what?
For our body's hidden, latent ability to tune into these new cosmic frequencies, like it's our built-in biological receiver for this whole shift. And this activation leads to a cellular metamorphosis. The source says the atomic structure of your body is beginning to shift from a heavier density to a more fluid, light-filled state.
So you might actually feel lighter.
You might. Feeling literally becoming lighter in spirit and matter, like the boundary between the physical and spiritual narrows.
Okay, so if these big shifts are happening, even down to the cellular level, the source mentions we might notice some unusual sensations. What should we look out for, and how should we think about them?
Yes, it does prepare you for that.
Yeah.
It details things like sudden waves of heat, perhaps, or waves of emotion surfacing unexpectedly.
Yeah.
Even hearing high-pitched or tinkling tones in the inner ear.
Okay.
But the key is, these aren't presented as problems. They're framed as signs that your body's intelligence is translating stellar information. Your body is processing this upgrade, essentially.
So what's the advice for handling that?
Really basic fundamental self-care, which is often the most profound. Drinking pure, fresh water, plenty of it. Choosing nutritious foods that feel alive and healthy, and really prioritizing regular moments of quietude and rest. Basically, support your body, allow the process, don't fight it.
Makes sense. Support the system during an upgrade.
Okay, moving beyond the purely personal, the source talks about our collective impact. This idea of your frequency being like a tuning fork for the entire collective field. How does that actually work? How can my being calm affect, say, ecosystems?
It's a beautiful concept. The message suggests that your calm presence, the coherent tone coming from your heart, it doesn't just stay within you. It ripples outwards. It can literally affect people you encounter, your communities, natural ecosystems, even the planetary energy grids.
Wow.
Imagine walking into a tense room and one calm person can just subtly shift the whole vibe. The source suggests this works on a much bigger energetic scale. Your centered frequency kind of invites everything and everyone around you to find a more harmonious rhythm too. It's like a powerful ripple.
And this connects directly to Gaia, to Earth's consciousness.
Yes. As more and more human hearts emit this coherent love, even Gaia responds with calm, helping to stabilize planetary frequencies. But it also emphasizes we're not doing this alone.
Right. You mentioned assistants earlier, galactic councils. Exactly. It mentions many beings of light, specifically galactic councils of light, who are actively amplifying every compassionate heartbeat and magnifying every loving intention. It paints this picture of us co-creating a new harmony on this planet, like a great symphony, where every soul adds its unique note, but it all blends into this incredible unity. Their help is part of that partnership, stabilizing things as we step up. Yeah.
This feels like it leads naturally into the next part, about inner practice. The message talks about inner quietness as a portal. It describes a gentle, steady heartbeat moving through the space between us, connecting hearts. How do we actually find that quietness? How do we access that portal?
It explains that this inner quietude is the portal. It's the entry point for this great convergence of timelines that's happening, where those past and future threads of your journey fold together. Accessing it, well, it involves consciously settling your energy, maybe through focusing on your breath, or just tuning into that feeling of your own inner heartbeat, that quiet space within, and allowing your awareness to kind of expand beyond the noise. It's in that stillness, that unified space, the source suggests that you remember your origin and destiny are really one thing.
That stillness also seems linked to releasing control. trusting the divine. There's this invitation from divine intelligence, source, spirit, whatever term you use, to just recline in its embrace, to relinquish the rigid control you think you need. That's hard for many of us. That image of a leaf floating on the breeze is lovely, but how do we practice that letting go?
It is hard, isn't it? We're so conditioned to try and manage everything. The core advice seems to be rooted in trust. Trusting that this intelligence knows your true desires and your highest purpose. Why? Because it's the very intelligence that dreamed you into being in the first place.
Okay.
So the practice is shifting from trying to dictate outcomes to simply allowing the divine current to flow. Recognizing the universe is fundamentally supportive, and it knows the best path, even if your mind can't see it right now. That leaf floating. It's about navigating these currents of this divine time without effort, because you've released that white-knuckle grip of the mind.
This connects to prayer, then. The Source really challenges the old way of praying, doesn't it? Saying the divine isn't some distant power we need to convince or plead with.
Exactly. It moves away from that idea of pleading for mercy or trying to sway a reluctant deity. It reframes prayer entirely.
So what is true prayer, true communion, according to this message?
It's defined as an act of profound surrender, a turning inward to the infinite. It's about quieting your personal will enough to actually hear the guidance that's already there within you. It's more about listening than speaking, really, because the luminous presence of Source already contains all the answers and solutions. There's nothing you need to convince the universe to give you. It's already present.
So release that ancient pattern of trying to control the divine plan.
Yes. Just let go of the reins.
And it offers that simple prayer. Beloved Source, show me your way. May your current move through me and carry me. That feels very different. It also tackles feelings of lack, scarcity, using this analogy of the sun of Source. Can you unpack that?
Yes, that's a beautiful analogy. It describes divine grace as the sun that shines continuously, always there, always radiant. So if you find yourself in shadow, feeling lack or scarcity, it's not because the sun stopped shining. It's because a cloud of doubt has momentarily hovered between you and the sun.
The sun's still there, behind the cloud.
Precisely. It still shines with the same intensity. And the hopeful part is that cloud can dissipate, sometimes with just a simple breath of awareness or a shift of perspective. It reassures you that feeling lack is not because the divine has abandoned you. It's just a mistaken and innocent perception. And you can always choose to step back into that flow, that sunlight, at any moment. It's about remembering abundance is the default state.
That perspective shift is powerful.
Yeah.
Okay, so building on all this, the Source then gives us something really practical. 8 living principles, like a compass for navigating this convergence.
Exactly, a compass. They're practical anchors for daily life, ways to really embody this shift in how we interact with life, with the divine.
Let's go through them. What's the first one?
Okay, first, abandon supplicating the divine. Shift from begging to communion. Recognize you're already connected.
All right. Number 2?
Second, recognize scarcity as temporary forgetfulness.
Yeah.
Remember, your true nature is infinite abundance. It's just a cloud, like we said.
Okay. Third,
listen more than speak. Tune into your heart's subtle guidance. Less outward noise, more inward wisdom.
makes sense.
Fourth, invoke Source presence at dawn and dusk. Acknowledge the divine intelligence in everything you do, maybe affirming, it is the Source within me that thinks, speaks, and moves. Makes your actions sacred.
I like that. Number 5.
Fifth, anchor in not by might nor by power, but by the Spirit. Use this as a touchstone, especially in fearful situations. Remember where true power lies.
Okay.
Sixth, honor the invisible as your true source of provision. Bless your food, your money, your resources as gifts from the unlimited source, not just their physical form.
That changes how you see everything.
Seventh, contemplate the divine spark in others. Try to see the light even in people who seem lost or challenging. It fosters compassion.
That's a big one. And finally, 8th.
Eighth, offer prayers first for those who oppose you. Use your intention, your heart's energy to invoke compassion and help dissolve conflict. It's about transforming discord into harmony from within.
Wow, that's quite a set of principles. Taken together, living by these. What does that really mean day to day?
It means fundamentally shifting your foundation. Moving from relying solely on external worldly structures, jobs, money, status quo, to deeply trusting the invisible flow of spiritual support. It's like making an unshakable pact with the universe, trusting that the infinite that traced the path for your life will continue to multiply your good beyond measure. It's living from deep trust and alignment, basically.
So as we embody these principles, as these shifts happen, what starts to emerge from within us? The source mentions awakening your innate gifts, abilities that seemed extraordinary becoming normal.
Yes, exactly. It talks about abilities like intuitive and instant knowing, just knowing things without logical steps, or heart-to-heart telepathy, a deeper form of communication, and even the power to manifest beauty and healing through the coherent focus of your intention.
Manifesting through intention.
Right. And you're encouraged to celebrate these when they arise. See them as your restored birthrights, signs of your true, unfolding, multidimensional nature. They're not superpowers in the old sense, but rather our natural capacities returning.
With gifts like instant knowing or telepathy, that sounds like it comes with some responsibility. Does the message say how these gifts are meant to be used?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very clear on that. The purpose isn't just personal power. It's to foster communities built upon mutual respect, shared creativity, and a living reverence for all life forms. It really emphasizes that in unity with others, you will co-create a world that reflects the love and wisdom awakening in your hearts. It's a collective endeavor.
So it leads towards co-creating a new Earth.
Precisely. The message concludes quite powerfully that the portal to this new reality is open before you, and the invitation is clear. Step through it now as sovereign co-creators. It's a call to conscious action, together.
What an incredible journey, really unpacking this message from TenH, from Maia. We've touched on timelines converging, cosmic energies, body changes, our collective power, true surrender, and these amazing principles for living.
It really covers a lot. And if you connect it all, the overarching feeling is one of immense support. You are supported more than you can imagine, it suggests, by your star family, by your own soul. Which really leads to a final question, maybe for you to sit with after this. In this potent time of convergence and activation that the message describes, what innate gift, maybe something subtle you haven't fully acknowledged yet, might be stirring within you, ready to be embraced, ready to be used to light up the path, not just for yourself, but for others too?